Hi everybody. Um, Today's vlog is in its homage to one of my two favorite movies ever, Practical Magic, a 1998 flick with Nicole Kidman, Sandra Bullock, Stockard Channing, and Diane Weiss in the four main roles. Those of you who don't know this marvelous movie, it is about a family of witches and a curse that follows them over a number of generations, and how this curse is finally lifted through the power of love, of course. It's funny, I read the book a bunch, and I've seen the movie I don't know how many hundred times. It's one of those movies that, like I was saying earlier to a friend about Cold Comfort Farm, I could sit through that movie, my other favorite movie, every week for the rest of my life. And the same is true with Practical Magic. I am obsessed with this movie, as are so many other people. It's funny, you look on YouTube and all sorts of women are like, it's the greatest movie, I want to live there, I want the house, I want the kitchen, I want everything. It's just wonderful. So, today's acquisition is, it's not exactly an unboxing, in part because it came in bags, and I've already opened it. But I wanted to share with you the incredible beauty of Aunt Jett's hat. Diane Weiss' character and Stockard Channing's character, they're both dressed very Edwardian style, like 1912 or 14ish, just pre-World War I is the style of clothing that they wear all the time in the film, and including hats and the mitts and the little parasols and the whole nine yards. Well, Aunt Jett wears this marvelous straw hat that has a filmy net scarf that comes around the hat, kind of ties here, goes to the back, she ties it again, and it hangs down the back of her jacket. It's just beautiful. Well, I have wanted that hat for so long, and I finally devised a way to make one for myself. So we're going to start with this Betmar hat, Betmar, New York, straw hat, real straw hat, that my mother was tossing out. And this is, and forgive me, I look horrible in hats, but who cares? This is the actual style of hat that Jett wears. It's the same kind of a crown and the little turned up brim. Now, this is what I found. I actually found two things. The first thing I found, both of these were on eBay. I found from France this marvelous piece of embroidered net fabric. It's a cotton net. It's not polyester or whatever, so it's not like scratchy tulle. And I knew I didn't have enough to actually make the hat covering, which would have been something like this and then tied. But I thought it was such marvelous, beautiful embroidery. It's from the 1950s. I'm going to put it up here and see if you can see it. That's just a beautiful embroidery pattern with a lovely little scallop that you can cut away down there. So this will definitely go on something, but my real find is something I found in China. I'm sweating like a pig because it's 106 degrees outside. I don't have an air conditioner. I have a swamp cooler, and anytime you go above about 100, all bets are off. It's just hot and humid, and there's just nothing else I can do. But let me show you this that came from China. God bless China. This I bought extra because I figured I'd do other things with it. This is a marvelous rayon net, so it has a great drape. It's very filmy and has a beautiful hand. It feels wonderful, and it's got these marvelous little flowers embroidered in it. And when I took a very close look at Jett's scarf that she wears over her hat, I discovered that it also has little flowers embroidered in it. So this is a very close approximation. And this would have to be, this is way too thick. This is about twice as thick as it really ought to be. But, so you can get an idea. The scarf comes around here. It goes here. It goes to the back. And it hangs down. And, you know, I'm sure you've seen this kind of a thing in pictures, old movies. But anyway, this is a real close approximation of that hat and headscarf, although this is far bulkier than it actually looks in the movie because it's only about, the scarf itself in the film is only about, oh, I'd say maybe 18 inches wide, like that. So it's going to be a much, you know, more diaphanous looking than this. So anyway, I am well on my way to recreating my Aunt Jett hat and scarf combo, and I'm really excited. I have no idea where I'm going to wear it. It would look stupid out, but you know, the older I get, the less I care about if stuff looks stupid, because, you know, one of these days I'm going to be lying on my deathbed, and I know on that day I am not going to be thinking about the stuff I did and was sorry for. I'm going to be thinking about the stuff I didn't do and I wish I had done. I will be thinking about this dumb hat and this fabric and how come I didn't put it together and prance around. That's the sort of regrets I'm going to have. So anyhow, that's one I'm not going to regret. I'm going to mark it off the bucket list. So I hope everybody's having a great day, and thank you for sharing my practical magic hat moment. Bye.